point of the 2-point is, again, it is just a way to measure a reality and then get out of the way and allow it to be transformed. So the way we start out is first we want to notice whatever we notice. That's called skimming. It's like we're going to just focus our attention and see where we're drawn. So I'm drawn to this area right here. I just noticed it, so I put my hand there. And I'm looking for an area that feels tight or rigid. May or may not be painful. That's not what we're looking for. And we find a second area, and it doesn't have to be in the same area. It can be anywhere on the body or even out in space, but we'll go with the body, where it makes that one feel tight and connected. Like this area I'm holding gets tighter in relation to my contact with the second contact. Now, once you've done that, you can make a measurement. The act of measuring at the quantum level collapses the patterns of what you're measuring. Then the weighted probability becomes that it will continue to transform because that is what you're holding in your intent. And you're not really seeing a person moving or collapsing or whatever. What I think you're seeing is you're seeing patterns of light information reorganizing. And when that happens, the conscious mind of the brain just takes a little vacation and says, I can't track that. Okay, so same thing again. We'll turn you around this time. And we're just going to pick a spot in the middle of your back. Now you can see this torsion in her hips here. She's twisted to the left. And so we could focus on that. I'll touch an area here, and I'll touch another area here. And then we connect those up with our intent and notice the change. There's a definite physical change, not difficult to observe in this case. And then we go back and we recalibrate, which means we feel the same area again and see if it feels different, which it does. And then we look and we say, but this is still torsion here, so maybe we'll get interested in that and we'll touch an area here. And we'll do the same thing. There we go. There's a big change. You can do multiple 2-points. And you can add any of the other skills that we teach either in the seminar or in the book to your 2-point. But your 2-point is always your basic tool that you use to observe a change before and after, or a change in the reality or in the physical structure or pattern. Now, same thing. We could touch a point, find a rigid point, and then we can make it about an emotional pattern. Okay, so we say it's something emotional. That's going to feel different than this point if it were a physical thing. So we find the emotional thing. We find a point that connects up with it, makes it feel more stuck, hard, or rigid, and we do the same thing again. Interestingly enough, how you feel when you're doing this is one of the indicators for what's going on, because I feel expansive, call it spacey, like I'm floating, and definitely connected to her. And these are indicators of the process as well. You can also see she's taking big, deep breaths, which are different than how she was breathing before. This pattern now, this torsion is now not so apparent. Even though we're not really focusing on it and trying to fix something, that's not the focus. But now we might get interested in that actual pattern. And I feel like touching right here, and then I'll just pick another spot here. Why? Because I just choose to. So I'll pick one here. And that definitely has an outcome. And you can see that's both fun and useful.